When we hear from OEMs that are considering new applications, very often what we hear is some concern or challenges from their perspective about applying engines because of the challenge of electronics and cooling systems and those kinds of things. This is really, I think, where we bring something to the table. My team is the OEM application engineering team, and it is very directly focused on applying engines to external customers. We're built around applications, we're built around implementation in our factories, as well as testing and support.
We can support our OEM customers by offering a large engine lineup, which includes, different emission tiers, different technologies, and help them with the real adapted product.
John Deere's experience as an equipment manufacturer and an engine manufacturer offer a wide range of support for us. We know that since they are putting their own engine in their equipment, it will be a performance-driven, reliable product.
As we develop a new engine program, we have years of experience, this history that John Deere really brings to the table in terms of developing engines for internal products and really our OEM applications, performance and durability and reliability, those kinds of things that you can kind of talk about and put on the table.
With the current emissions regulations, which has driven some complexity, application engineering support has become more and more important, and the customers have limited resources, and by helping them through the process, it helps them apply those resources most efficiently.
We work with the OEMs on a somewhat local basis. It is something we can offer to have more of an interface and a relationship with the individual customers rather than with John Deere as a whole.
Our level of involvement with the customer can range from a unique engine configuration to a complete turnkey power unit, which could include cooling systems, exhaust systems, engine control systems, or powertrain components. And all of that work is done with collaboration between us and our OEM customers.
Well, first our sales sits down with the customer to learn exactly what they need from us. Then it will go to engineering, at which point we start a design process with one of our engineers who interfaces with our customer.
Our application engineers work with our distributors really at the beginning of the program to understand the specifics of what the application needs. So really defining the specification of the engine. The next stage that really is three-dimensional modeling or 3D modeling that is an electronic means of validating the design. We really spend the time there before we actually put any parts together to understand that the application is appropriate, and we've really done a nice job in that arena before we order engines.
And finally, once the design is done and built, we go to a testing phase.
We check on the cooling, we make checks on the performance itself, on the engine environment, on the way it's implemented into the machine, just to make sure that it's going to be a safe environment for the engine, and that the engine will be able to give its best performance.
Customer expectations of us, I think, are relatively straightforward. They expect consistency, they expect quality, but I think they also expect a upfront and direct and capable organization to help them support their applications. And that's, I think, what we bring.
Our customers expect the top level service that they will get along with the John Deere brand, and we have to live up to that.
My motivation is to go stand toe-to-toe with the customer, figure out what his needs are, meet that need, and then see it delivered and see it go to work and be successful.
I remember a large OEM customer with whom we had development, and basically what we have done is, by having a thorough adaptation of the engine, both from a hardware and software standpoint, into this machine, we've been able to increase the productivity of the machine by a bit more than 10%. And by doing this, we've been awarded by this OEM customer as the best engineering support among all of their suppliers.
The products that we make are really easy to be proud of. They do good things. I think the other part of that is the fact that we're John Deere. We care about that name, and we want to do that well, and it's our responsibility to carry that on in this context. So it's something that we'll continue to work very hard to uphold.